Hit me with the applause one time. All right, so we've got some quotes, some inspiration that's much needed right now. I need it for myself, so I had to go back. I just randomly picked some quotes, and here we go. We're gonna go right into it. Hold yourself responsible for a higher standard than anybody expects of you. Never excuse yourself. And that is by Henry Ward Beach. I'm reading off my phone and it's also on the screen, so I'm kind of like all over the place. Number two, how we think shows through in how we act. Attitudes are mirrors of the mind, they reflect thinking. Lit. And that's David Joseph Schwartz. And then the next one I have is, if a window of opportunity appears, don't pull down the shade. I love these. This should get you fired up and get you going wherever you're at right now. Whether you're Debbie down, or you're down, or if you're all the way up, then take it to another level with your attitude. So let's go ahead and break down that first one. Okay. So what I'm hearing is, hold yourself responsible for a higher standard than anybody expects of you. Never excuse yourself. What I love about this quote is, sometimes we like to focus on the standard that's been put to us by our boss, our employer, or whatever, and it's like, oh, I'm going to stop once I hit this point because this is what they told me to do. So in the car world, that would be like, they want you to sell 10 cars, like that's like the average, 10 cars. Well, if that's all you're doing is you're going into it with the focus of I'm just going to sell 10 cars, you're lowering your standard to somebody else's standard. It really should come down what your goal is in life, how much money you need to earn, and whatever that is, that's what you need to strive for. So it might be 25 cars, it might be 50 cars, or whatever you're doing in sales. Don't let somebody hold you for that standard. Okay, number two, how we think shows through in how we act. Attitudes are mirrors of the mind, they reflect thinking. All right, so what I like about this is, this makes me think of haters. I know it sounds crazy, but if you think about it, anybody that is a hater, or anybody that puts bad comments on videos, like this video might get bad comments, whatever, it's typically because of something that they're not happy with themselves, like whatever's in the mirror. Like, think about it, if you're taking the time to do that, then something's obviously a little bit wrong with what you've got going on in your life, if that makes sense. So I love that your attitude is, what does it say? Attitudes are mirrors of the mind. So I'm gonna actually, on my mirror, when I get done with this, I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna put, your attitude is a mirror of your mind. I love that. All right, last one. If a window of opportunity appears, don't pull down the shade. And I think this hits home for me. I'm telling you, because a lot of times there's opportunity right there in front of my face, but I'm going all these other different directions, when really there's somebody right there. Like, true story. I was talking to my business coach, and he was literally like, I don't understand. He's like, you have people that you can connect with that could get you to more clients, but yet you're going about it all this hard way. He's like, I don't get it. And I said, you're right. I said, it's kind of like the boat, where there's a guy that's fallen off the boat. He's in the water or something like that, and 3 times a boat goes past him to save this guy that's stranding in the water. And he says, I'm waiting for God to give me a sign or something like that. When once the guy dies and he goes to heaven or whatever, he asks God, why didn't you help me out? He's like, I sent you 3 boats. And it's kind of like us. A lot of us have boats where there's people coming by that can help us out, and we're not using that lifeline that we have. So hopefully you receive these quotes. Are good for you. They were great for me. And hey, share some of the quotes that you have. I would love to see them and love to get your input on it. Thank you so much. Take care. Be blessed.